almost costing $1,000, and that's what you just said. Other than what you said, that temple.
Yeah, it's a temple. Yeah, and right now he's showing you some pictures. Right now he's showing you. That's where it shows what the Israelites depicted themselves. And again, this photo that Shamar is showing you, or these walls that Shamar is showing you, they predate the Russian icons by 1,000 years.
Okay,
but you're saying the Russian icons is legit, and they were colored folk.
Say again.
But you just said the images in the Russian icons are legit, and those are colored folk.
No, they're not. They're not legit. I didn't say that. First of all, I didn't say they were legit. I said that there are drawings that predate it, and then I gave you the sources that predate it. But also in the Russian icons, it does show people of color, but it also shows light-skinned people also.
I don't have an issue with light skin. I don't have an issue with light skin.
I'm saying, well, when I mean light,
but it seems like you guys just reject the idea of dark skinned people.
No, we already went through this. We already went through this with other brother, Jake, and we said that in Acts 13 that would be a proof text that there are dark-looking Hebrews, but again, in the minority.
But that's what I said. I mean, what's wrong with that?
There is nothing wrong with that. We don't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
We don't disagree with that at all.
Okay.
Hey,
now,
Jake, most of the color scriptures could be debunked. Like, that's not what it's saying at all, bro.
Did I bring out a color scripture at all, other than Acts 13?
Well, I'm just saying, like, all color scripture, that's not what it's saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm asking them. Did I bring out a color scripture other than Acts 13? And
no, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't. But hold on. But if I were to ask you of a certain scripture for you to explain it, I immediately know, bro. Automatically, I know what your response is gonna be. Why? Because your train of thought comes from One West. You're still on a One West Hamitic doctrine, bro. I can prove it right now.
How do you know that when you watch that already? The first thing that I brought up was Paul.
Hold on. Watch this. Give me your explanation on Revelations 1, 14, and 15. What does that mean? What is that talking about?
Revelation chapter 1 and 14.
You there, bro?
That's fine.
Yo.
Yeah, we hear him. We can't hear you, Shamar. I mean, he can hear you, but I don't think he can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be right back. He'll be right back.
Who? Oh.
But yeah, man, if you read just like Bereshit 1 and like have like a deep like me and Judah went back and forth just on one verse of Bereshit for like 15 minutes, bro. He created us in the spirit realm before anything, bro. So it's not dealing with color at all, bro.
Okay, but no one mentioned anything about color except for Acts 13. When they give me a question, I give them an answer.
And like the One West, they began with like commandment keepers, and they were like they were Ethiopic Jews, and now they reject them completely. So they're like, that's like some sorcery they're doing right now, bro. It's not real.
And the commandment keepers, who were they taught by though?
Oh, a rabbi, Wentworth Matthew, who was an Ethiopic Jew. They were talking about lineage to Selassie, bro. They don't even deal with that anymore because they're doing sorcery.
No, not just that, but Khazarian Jews, basically white Jews.
Yeah,
exactly. Like a lot of people don't know, bro. But One West and all their offshoot camps, bro, they all stem from one tree. And that tree is the Khazarians, the fake Jewish people, bro. We have brought these records out, man. There's a video where we have a class showing all the receipts, bro. Going back to even like the commandment keepers. Even prior to that, bro, we brought the receipts, we brought the information, we brought the history, we read the biographies of these people. Rabbi Full, Rabbi Matthew, bro. And even, the guys that, the Jewish people that they dealt with before this whole One West, idea came about. And we know that the guy that pioneered this ideology that the 12 tribes are Negroes, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob were black, Moses was black, pretty much everything was black, including the water, bro, comes from Matthew. Rabbi Matthew is the one that pushed this ideology to the African community. And that's how this whole thing began.
Check this out right here.
Man-made doctrine, bro.
The commandment keepers, Ethiopian Hebrew congregation of the living God.
My bad, bro. Hold on. Hold you there, bro. I took you off. My bad. Hold on.
All right, we're back.
Sorry, bro.
The Commandment Keepers, Ethiopian Hebrew Congregation of the Living God, Pillar and Ground of Truth, Incorporated, are a sect of Black Hebrews who believe that the people of Ethiopian descent represent one of the lost tribes of Israel. This is how they got their 501c3, right, to not be a terrorist organization. They claimed King Solomon and Queen of Sheba as their ancestors and believe the biblical patriarchs are Black. Most of their members are Afro-Caribbean. And this is what I want you to understand, brother Jake. At this time, when this was going on, you had like dudes like Leonard Percival Howard and Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And like they thought Marcus Garvey was a prophet because he like so-called prophesized the crowning of Selassie, bro. Like, and you know, and they don't even, they call the Cushites the devils now, bro. Like they don't even believe this stuff anymore, but this is their father right here. This is their daddy.
Okay, that's fine. That's good for them.
Well, I'm just saying, bro, that's where the Black Hebrew movement came from.
That's where the Black Hebrew. So, all right. I mean, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. When Black Hebrews are teaching Black Hebrewism, this is where it came from.
Exactly.
Yeah. The ideology, bro. The ideology is like, as far as like what I said earlier. When I ask you, listen, I can prove my case. If I ask you a question, what does it mean when we read in Revelations 1:14 and 15? What is that talking about? And who is it describing and how? Are you there, Jake?
Do you want an answer?
Please, yes. Give us your understanding on Book of Revelations 1:14 and 15. Okay. What is that talking about?
So it says the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So you said 14 and 15, right?
Right. Well, you know that scripture, right? Everybody knows this.
So it's his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire. You mean to break that down?
Sure. Yeah, you could break that part down and then read verse 15 after that. Go ahead.
Okay.
16. Yeah.
Okay. So his head and his hairs, I think those are his physical attributes. They were white like wool.
What was white like wool? What was white like wool, though?
His head and his hairs. That's what it says. His head.
Okay, well, wait. This is a head, right? Are you looking at me? This is his head, right? And this is his head and his hair, right?
Okay.
We're white like wool. So when it says white like wool, what was white like wool? His hair was white like wool, or was his face as white as wool?
Hold on, let me see. It says the head of both men and animals, since the loss of the head destroys the life. Okay, yeah, that's extra. So I'm going to say his hair.
Okay, we'll go with that. So then read the very next verse. It says, and as white as wool, right? I mean, as white as snow, correct?
As white as snow.
Okay, so what was hold on. What was white as snow? Was his head white as snow, or was his hair as white as snow?
His hair.
But it mentioned two things. Again, brother, it mentioned two things. It says his head and his hairs. Those are two attributes. Then it says as white as wool, which you just said the white as wool represents his hair. So what was as white as snow?
The color was white. The texture was wool.
His head, brother. That's what I'm saying. Head, hair, two attributes. You just said that the white as wool is describing his hair being white as wool. So then the only thing that's left to be as white as snow is his head.
How is his head be white? Okay,
so his head is white, brother.
So you're saying his head is white, but his feet were shining like brass?
We're not. Hold on, we're not at that part yet, bro. We're at the.
It doesn't matter because that's going to be next.
No. But we're gonna get into it. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter.
We're gonna get into it, bro. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna go into it. We're gonna show you something. So right now, what we're dealing with is just verse 14. It said his head and his hair were white like wool. So you're saying that the color of his hair was white as wool. So what was as white as snow? his head, which is also backed up in the book of Daniel's, where it says that his head resembled lightning. Right? That's in Daniel's what 7?
I believe so. 10 and 6 or some.
Yeah. Either Daniel's 10 or it's either in Daniel's 10 or Daniel's.
So why did it say his body is like the barrel?
Hold on,
bro. Don't jump, bro. Just stay here. We'll deal with that later. We got you. We got you on that too, bro. Don't worry about it.
Will now read verse 15.
And his feet were like unto fine brass.
Fine brass.
Okay, let me see what this word fine brass is. Metal, fine brass.
No. Look, go into the Greek, bro. Go into the Greek. Go into the Greek.
Esoteric meaning.
Yeah, no. Go.
In the applied mean of whiteness or brilliancy, burnished copper, an alloy of copper or gold, and silver having a
gold,
luck, fine brass.
Or gold, bro. Polish. So it's it says exactly. Fine brass doesn't mean black. It means fine, like refined, like polished, bro. Like gold. That's why it gives you the word gold. How is gold, bro? What color is gold? Yellowish, bro. Like the yellow Asiatics, bro.
The more you burn gold, the more refined it gets.
Or like the sun. How the sun is like a bright yellowish, right?
Right.
That's fine.
He can read verse 16. I mean, right after these, but again, the word that you. Are you there, bro? Go ahead.
Okay. As if they burned in a furnace.
Now, brother Jake, what happens when you burn gold? Does it get more gold or does it get brown or black?
Well, it says burnt as a past tense. So let me start with that. Let me look into the Greek to make sure this is correct.
Yeah, this is where you're gonna
this is where you're gonna be disappointed, bro. This is exactly how you're gonna be disappointed. It doesn't mean what you've been taught, bro.
This is burn, fiery, be on fire. To burn with fire, to set on fire, to kindle, to be on fire, to burn,
to glow,
fire. Yep, make to glow, full of fire, fiery ignited. And let me see, strongest definition. To be ignited, glow, literally, be refined by implication, figuratively, to be inflamed. Burn, fiery, be on fire, or try.
Yep. So how do you get a black person out of that?
I mean, you're acting like there aren't gold black people. Like, what are you talking about?
Hold on. Yo, Jake, who is this person describing right now? Who is that scripture describing?
Not that Hamite.
not this Hamite, bro.
I'm just curious who they think that scripture is describing.
Obviously, it says in the beginning, it says the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Now, do you believe that Jesus Christ is the same as Yeshua ben Yosef of Nazareth?
Yeshua ben Yosef of Nazareth. Why would they not be?
Okay, bro. Brother Shamar, when we get into this HaMashiach that they just crowned in Jerusalem, I want to get into the false Jesus Christ in Revelation compared to Yeshua ben Yosef of Nazareth.
That's fine, bro. Yeah, that sounds good. But anyway, bro, brother Jake, who is this guy that I'm showing you, bro, right here? Is this Christ, like the wool, the black? Is that how Christ is being described in what you just read?
No, it's not.
Well, you're not supposed to have any images, and so
but for question's sake, bro, just hypothetically speaking. Again, the reason why I'm asking this question.
Okay, I'm going to say no because
hold on. The reason why I'm asking you this question is because you come from a Hermetic One West doctrine mindset. That's how you base your doctrine. That's why I brought you to this scripture. Why? Because you read it for yourself that Christ is not being described as a Negro man with woolly hair at all, bro. It doesn't say. It says to glow. Why? Because everything that you put into the furnace, when you do metallurgy, bro, when you put something in the furnace of an actual metallurgy place, bro, it turns into gold. It glows. Any metal that you burn in the furnace, it doesn't turn black. It actually melts and it glows.
Okay. So, right. Now keep reading. So what we pointed out, brother, is not talk about in past tense. And when you go into the Greek, like you just said, it means ignited, to glow, and all that stuff, right? Has nothing to be about being burnt. Okay.
I'll say, hold on, bro. Vega, hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you see right there. Hold on, bro. You see that right there? It glowed right there, and you read it out of the Greek, bro. Pyro, see, to kindle, to be ignited, to glow, and that's how metal turns. It glows. It doesn't turn black. Exactly. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. Why are you guys acting like I'm like attacking you guys? Like, why don't you guys bring it down a little bit? Like, I don't see why you guys are attacking me.
No, we're not
attacking you, bro. We're attacking the false doctrine, bro. The ideology. We're trying to teach you again. As a matter of fact,
am I rejecting anything?
Oh, hold on. No. We're teaching, bro. Whether you reject it or not, we're still gonna teach you whether you reject it or not.
That's fine. But what I'm saying is, I'm just saying, calm down. Nobody's rejecting. I'm fighting with you guys. I'm being intellectual.
This is the way I speak, bro. This is the way I get passionate when it comes to like debunking nonsense and stupidity doctrine, bro.
That's fine.
So,
that's fine. And
now check this out.
Honest,
that's fine. Yeah, and I appreciate it, bro.
I want him to keep reading, though. I want him to keep reading. He's gonna, like I said.
Read verse 16, bro. Yeah, he's gonna read in a minute. Let me just read this real quick. It says, Jude chapter verse 22 says, and of some have compassion, making a difference, and others say with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garments spotted by the flesh. See, so sometimes we speak, a little rough, bro, or we're a little passionate. We get a little passionate here and there sometimes. That doesn't mean that we're upset, bro. So I just want to clarify that. But go ahead, bring it out.
Yeah, go ahead. Read verse 16 now, brother.
And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength.
Now, do you know what the word countenance means, sir?
Like his look or his
face. Now, what did it say his face looked like? Can you read that again?
His face was as the sun shineth in its strength.
So when you look at the sun at 1 p.m., what color is the sun in the sky?
I don't know. You can't really look at it. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly, because it's so bright. Because it's again light. Light is bright. A light color, not a dark color. So what we're trying to say here is that we don't know why the camps use this scripture to try to paint Christ as being a black man. But clearly,
hold on. So the Jews and Christ can
hold on, brother. Hold on. Let Jose Vega finish his train of thought.
Yeah. So when camps try to make Christ look like a black man, right? What we just read here is the opposite. That's what I'm trying to tell you, especially when you get into the Greek. Because when you get into the Greek, it says his countenance. What you go into the Greek, it means face. Look it up. Just like the problem you said, why we jumped on you is because you try to emphasize about, look, it says that it was burned, past tense. That's why we said, well, go into the Greek.
No, you told me to read it, and I read what it says, and I said, let me check if this is right.
It's in the record, bro. It's in the record.
What are you talking about?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Why are we arguing about it then?
All right, that's what I'm saying. So that's basically what it says Christ's face looked like, according to the very next verse. So it's verse 16. Now, this is why I tell camps all the time, how are you guys getting a black figure or a black image from what you guys are reading? From verse 14 all the way down to 16, all we're seeing is this light image, this yellow, polished, bright image. I don't understand how they're getting a so-called black man out of that, out of that scripture.
Hey, do you guys believe that YAHWASHA is HaMashiach?
Are you a Torah only, bro? Is that what you subscribe to?
Yeah. He's a Torah.
No, I don't just subscribe to the Tanakh, but I deal with like a Talmud, Gemara, Midrash.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Israelite elect, you said that you have an Ethiopian Bible, correct, sir?
Con, that's what I got started with.
Okay, but in the Bible you have, does it have the New Testament in there, sir?
Con.
Okay, so then why are you a non-Messianic and use that Bible then?
Well, when I read Revelation, well, more specifically, when I read like Psalms 2:7, John 3:16, and Revelation 1:5, and then further on to the description of the red dragon, I see a difference between Yeshua ben Yosef and Jesus Christ, and also in like Matthew 24 says that somebody would come in his name as a false Messiah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, hold on. I understand that. But on Judah Nazareth's channel, you were saying that your book was canon, right?
Well, this what I was saying is their canon, the Ethiopic canon, has 88 books. Come.
I know, and you said it was canon. So why are you a non-Messianic then? That's what I'm asking.
Well, that's where I got my start. You know what I mean? But right now I deal with the Tanakh, Talmud, Gemara, Mishnah, Midrash, Zohar.
Do you subscribe to the Kabbalah or no?
Yeah. HaKabbalah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you know it? Do you know how to read it or no?
Read what?
The tree.
The Kabbalistic tree of life? Yeah, come.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right, man. Go on. But
yeah,
also,
I
bro,
see a clear, distinct difference between Jesus of Revelation and Jesus, Yeshua ben Yosef of Nazareth.
Explain the difference. Like I'm not really, you know.
Well, when you go to like Psalms 2:7 of David, it says, "Behold, I will declare the decree the Lord has said unto me. On this day thou art my son. This day I have begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance in the outermost parts of the earth." It also says that he will break them as a potter's vessel and was not. And then he starts talking about the kings, right? He says, "Be wise, O ye kings, lest ye stray from the way." And then when you go into John 3:16, that's clearly like who he's talking about, right? And then there's like 7 or 8 key words that link that together. Then when you go to Revelation 1:5, well, Revelation 1:1 says the revelation of Jesus Christ. And then Revelation 1:5, it says, Jesus, the begotten of the dead, the first begotten of the dead, the prince of the kings of the earth. And when you continue in Revelation, you see that the kings of the earth is symbolically represented as the red dragon. So the Jesus of Revelation is not the same Jesus as Yeshua ben Yosef. But we could use that to deal with this Hamashiach they just brought out in Israel.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what we're gonna go into, bro. And I know I don't know where stance is from, bro. The way I understand it, like when you said Joseph ben David, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Yeshua ben Yosef, Jesus, son of Joseph.
Yeah. Right. Well, the Jesus that we read in the Gospel is also Joshua ben Joseph, because his father was Joseph. But his descendants goes back to the bloodlines of Jesse, which is the line of the kings, the divine rulers.
Do you guys see Yeshua as Hamashiach?
Well, yeah, because the word Hamashiach is the anointed. Hamashiach. It means the anointed. So a king and a priest, they're messiahs themselves. Anybody that's anointed, that has been anointed, you are already what would you call it? Categorized as being anointed, as being the Messiah.
Yeah, like, that's one thing that the camps they do like kind of right, because if you say that Yeshua is a son of Yahweh or son of Elohim, then he wouldn't fit he wouldn't fit any prophecy as a son of Ben David or root of Jesse or tribe of Yehuda. So that's good. I like that.
Right. Saya, Shalawam, bro. I'm gonna drop the link, see if you wanna come in, bro, because we might gonna go into Deuteronomy chapter 18 in a minute. So we wanna hear your perspective. Give us a little piece of your mind, brother. Give us a little piece of your mind. All right, I'm gonna drop the link, bro, and bring yourself onto the panel, bro. But Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the live. Thanks for sticking around. We almost go into the subject matter, which is the King David being crowned and anointed to be the king of Israel. And what are the speculations, bro? What can we wait? What is going on, man?
Just real quick. The brother, the Nazarite brother, he was saying about Psalms 2 and John 3:16. John, 2:7, and John 3:16, right, about the only begotten, right?
John.
But you do know that Israel was also called the begotten son, also, right?
No, Israel was called the first son.
No, begotten. This is, I'm gonna read it right now. This is Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, which madeth Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou have chosen. All of this I have spoken before thee, O Israel, because he had made the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also are from Adam, he said that they are nothing but be unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them as a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, which have ever been reputed as nothing, has become to be lords over us, and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou have called your firstborn and only begotten.
But this is easy to figure that out. Is Jacob or Yaakov the Hamashiach to come and return?
Yes.
Well, yeah, in the sense that Jacob is basically the togetherness of the 12 tribes as one unit, meaning
that makes us the sons of God as well. That's right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. So the 12 being in one unit, meaning the Yahad, it means to be one-minded. It means to be one person, only alone, and that makes us sons. That also, it could also makes us a woman, because we're also in reference to being the feminine aspect of creation, feminine and masculine, positive and negative, sun and the moon, so on and so forth. You guys get it.
But yeah, I'm interested to see this guy. What's his name again? In Israel.
Oh, right. He's Yahoo, bro. Just Yahoo. Just Yahoo Ben David.
Let's get him. Hey, let's try not to say his name, because they may flag us. Because again,
right.
How Zion will be. You know how those rabbis will be speaking against their Messiah, and we all know that they run YouTube and all the social media sites. So we have to be careful about using his name too much.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So before we even go into this whole thing, right? Because again, this is the crown King David, according to the Jewish people, the Zionist party, or whoever they are, bro. He is King David that just came back to basically take control of the 12 tribes, unite both kingdoms. If that's the case, right? Now, I'm not saying that this is what I believe. I'm saying that that's exactly what needs to happen. If this is King David, according to Ezekiel, what needs to happen? He needs to unite both sticks into one, right? Not only that, but yeah, you there?
Could you zoom in a little bit, because we could all agree that the Most High and His King will not break Torah. Now, as you can see, he clearly trims the corners of his beard, as opposed to the other men standing next to him. So that's square number one.
All right, bro. Good observation, man. Good observation. But yeah, man. So again, like brothers are starting to point out certain things, but the biggest thing will be these, bro. Ezekiel 37 will be the cut, whether will be the proof whether or not this is really King David, because King David has to exercise his office of being the priest of Melchizedek and also a king, in order to do what? In order to be a shepherd to the 12 tribes, and in order to be the king.
He'd have to reestablish the kingdom as well.
He has to bring the two sticks together. That's what I'm saying. Yep, he has to make the two sticks together, like in Ezekiel 37 speaks about.
Yeah, and that's the thing, bro. That's the thing, that it appears that this dude does not fit the specifics of what needs to take place before even King David's on the planet, bro. But again, what is going on? That's the thing, bro. A lot of people don't understand what is really going on, bro. Like what?
Another thing is that my bad. But another thing is that it says that there shall always be an heir to the throne. So that means that his father should have been king as well.
Right. Genesis 49. Like
there needs to be a lineage of kings.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's read that first, bro, and then we're gonna jump into this whole thing. But Genesis 49, I believe, verse 10. Genesis 49, verse 10. All right, there it is, bro. It says the scepter, Genesis 49:10. It says the scepter will not depart from Judah. You see, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, meaning the lineage, until it belongs shall come and the obedience of them. So, you know, like the brother was pointing out, it's a great point, bro. If he's the king,
even Selassie had 225 kings that predecessed him as the Negus and Nagas, King of Kings. Who's this guy's father, and is he a king?
Well, that's the thing, bro. I was watching a video. They said that he actually goes back to a really, really poor Judite man. You know, and he grew up really poor, like just like Christ. When Christ was born, he was born in very you know, basic standard of living, bro. Back in those days. So it's the same thing like this Jehazu ben, you know, these Jewish men calling himself King David. He grew up the same way. Not only that, bro, but he's a prodigy, bro. You guys know that he can actually quote the entire Torah, bro, by memory?
God.
By memory, bro. Not only he can quote the entire Torah by memory, bro, but he can also go into the mysteries thereof, into the language, breaking down every single word, bro. Like literally, like, and you know, again, bro, like the people that are not really learned when it comes to like what is really going on, bro, they're gonna get deceived. Why? Again, because according to the Bible, where there's an antichrist that is gonna basically perplex the entire world in many aspects, bro. Well, according to the records of what I read and what I came and the information that came about, he's a prodigy, bro. He can quote all the Torah by memory, bro. Super quick, bro. He can actually break the mysteries of the Torah and so on and so forth, bro.
Yeah, maybe like he is the prince of the kings of the earth, like Revelation 1:5, and not the prince of the Most High.
Man. Well, I mean, again, we have to marry that idea with the scriptures, bro, with the prophecies concerning, you know, King David's arrival. You know.
I mean, even like the royal British family, they claim that they descend from David as well, but at least they have a scepter and an orb. Where's his scepter at?
Right, and where is his throne? And again, the other thing is this, bro. If he's the king, bro, he's gonna have to get rid of the republic ideology or the democratic ideology that is ruling the land today. That is not a Hebraic ideology. When it comes to ruling, our people were what you call it?
If you're
monarch.
a king, what does a king do? A king rules, correct?
Khan, and it also says the scepter shall not depart from him, so he should always have it.
But the point we're making is, right, this guy who just got crowned king and the king rules, but doesn't the land of Israel have a president?
Khan.
So according to these rabbis, the president of Israel is going to have to what? Step down. Yeah, that's the only way it can work. That's the only way it can work, and they can convince the world that this is the real king, because a king rules. And if he is the king of Israel, then he needs to be the what? The king of Israel. No president, no Palestinians. All the Palestinians are going to have to get off the land now.
Even once again, when Selassie was crowned, 72 nations were present when he was crowned King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Conqueror and Lion of Judah. And he had a throne and he was actually a king. This guy, it's just a bunch of Jews without beards on their faces, as you could see. Yeah, I don't think this is legit, man.
Well, it's not legit. That's what we're trying to say. I mean, it is legit in the sense that it's happening right before our eyes, bro. It is legit because the weight of the entire Jewish community, it's on this whole thing. This is heavy, bro. Wait to
the part where you see all the rabbis start kissing his hand. Watch. He's gonna sit in a chair, and all of them are gonna start kissing his hand. Watch.
Yeah, you see that guy right there doesn't even have a beard.
Yeah, but those are all the old rabbis. Look, these are the rabbis. Look how they're paying this 30-year-old man all this homage. But they're the elders, and they're paying this 30-year-old. Look at him. They're treating him like a king. Watch. You're gonna see. He playing the video. You're gonna see them kissing his hand.
You know, maybe they do have some power in Israel. Who knows?
Well, they do, bro. I mean, the Zionist institution, bro, is a worldwide, bro. The Zionist state, they call it. It is worldwide, bro. They're the ones that rule the planet, literally. Hollywood, the mediums, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. They run the mediums of the world, bro. The news, CNN, Fox. I mean, you name it, bro.
And yo, here's another thing, right? One more time, just to compare him to a real king, right? Selassie actually reestablished the kingdom in the name of, as per his lineage to David, right? Whether it's true or not, he claimed the rulership of the whole earth and dual citizenship for all Jews. And right now, all the Beta Israel have migrated back to Haaretz Israel. But I'd love to see this guy do something like that.
Right. Look at this, bro. Look at this. See that? So now, again, the question is, what is the repercussions in the entire Christian world, bro? In the entire Muslim community, bro? Because, again, if he's the king of Israel, King David himself, and if he's going to rebuild the temple, according to what is being said, bro, there's a lot of rumors. Again, you guys have seen the videos of the Jewish people training the Levites of the order of the Sadokites to do the rituals in the temple. As a matter of fact, they already have the utensils. They have the menorah, they have the utensils, they have everything except the temple. Well, guess who's here? You guys gotta remember what's going on. Like when back in the day, a king had to appoint a Levite onto the office of the priest, bro. And they had to basically, it was like a permission from the king in order for them to exercise their office. And also it was the other way around. A Levi had to anoint a king. You know what I'm saying? So again, bro, all the prophecies concerning David and what he's gonna do, is he gonna fulfill them, bro, or they have a bigger agenda on this whole matter? Now, check this out, bro. I was looking at the Illuminati cards, bro. Right? I was looking at the Illuminati cards, bro, and guess what they show? They show the Antichrist, the Antichrist card, bro. Just like they show like many cars that's been happening, bro. Many of the disasters that's been taking place on the planet. They've showed it, bro, before it happened. You know, so they have this card, this Antichrist Illuminati card, bro, right here. Well, I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds that the Illuminati cards, there's an Antichrist, and all of a sudden we have a crowning of, supposedly King David in the flesh, right there. That's supposedly the king of Israel.
Yeah, that's right. And these Orthodox Jews, they also believe that David is also a god.
Well, I mean, according to the Torah, Psalms 86 verses 5 and 6, the Most High calls us gods, literally, like lower gods. So, I mean, it's not far-fetched. This is why Christ was having a dialogue with the Pharisees back in the day. It's like, wait a minute, you putting yourself equal to God, and Christ is like, well, doesn't the Torah says that the Most High calls us, ye are gods, I mean, as a matter of fact, Moses was called a god by God himself. God called him a god. The Most High, Alahayam, was that?
I'm gonna bring out some scripture here in a second.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me bring that scripture up first. You know that scripture when it says that Moses was gonna be a god to Pharaoh, right?
Come.
Okay, so everybody's familiar with that. Okay, so I don't want people to think that I'm making things up.
Of course, that we bring it out in remember Genesis chapter 3 and 22 when he says that Adam has become like one of the gods.
Yeah,
like one.
Exactly. So again, everybody's witnessing history, bro. Everybody's witnessing history in the making. Now, where are we going with this whole thing? I mean, we can speculate many things, bro. We can go explore many avenues when it comes to what's gonna happen. If this is recognized worldwide, bro, because obviously we know that it's gone viral, bro. Many people in South America, in Australia, bro, in Europe, all over the place, they're talking about it. In Spain, they're talking about this event, bro. They're talking about this event. Wait until we see it on CNN News and Fox, and obviously that's when things are gonna get real.
Yeah.
because the Christian church, the Christian community worldwide, and the Muslim community worldwide, they're all gonna react some type of way.
I think they're gonna worship this dude.
They would a Christian would never worship this dude. What are Christians waiting for? Who are the average Christian in the United States or whatever? Who are they waiting for? And who are they?
Jesus of Revelation 1:5.
There you go. That's who they're waiting for. So for them, they're looking at all Christians are going to look at this guy as the what? The Antichrist.
Wait, are they saying that he is David or Ben David, son of David?
No, they're saying that he's from the lineage of King David. They could trace his lineage all the way back to King David, making him he could be anointed to be a king or a Messiah.
Yeah, the divine right to rule, basically. So
I got a scripture here though. Do you guys believe that the third temple is actually going to be like a physical temple, or is it actually like us?
Well, it's us. I mean, it's us in that aspect. But I mean, we see the Jewish community preparing to build a temple, bro. So I mean, yeah. So they're literally getting ready to build a temple. I mean, like I said, they already have the utensils. As a matter of fact, let me show it to you guys. Hold on. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the live. Stick around, man. We almost get into the meat and potatoes of the subject matter, and we're gonna bring just explore the subject matter a little bit and see what's going on, bro. And then we're gonna go into a prophet unto himself in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 18, bro. And then I know Saya is here, bro, and then we would like to hear Saya's perspective on that, bro. And we'll hear him out. Shalom. Welcome to the live. All right, so there was a video of temple preparation and stuff. Where is it at? Utensils preparing for the temple.
No, just a quick question. When according around the time of Matthew 24, do you guys believe that the temple was still up or it was already gone?
Well, there might have been pieces in there. Like, for example, like the Wailing Wall, bro. That's a Greek wall, bro. That wasn't built by us.
Come, that's good.
Yeah. So there was ruins because the invasion had already taken place by the Greeks. The Greeks had already desecrated. Yeah, the Greeks basically did the desecration first, and then whatever remains were left, the Romans came in and did the second desecration. Sacrificing pigs unto the temple in the temple, so on and so forth. So
I got the scripture right here already about that.
Yep.
Could I bring that up?
Yep.
Okay, and it says, so now that we've established that the physical temple was already destroyed at this point, it says from Matthew 24, it reads, and Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to shew him the building of the temple. Now, in the Strong's Greek lexicon, the word shew, S-H-E-W, means to teach. So they came to teach Jesus, and they came to show him proof of. Okay, that's what shew means in the Greek lexicon. So once again, and Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what sign shall be coming? And also, and of the end of the world. So basically, they came to him privately after showing him the temple as us. And they asked him, tell us when these things are to come and what is going to be a sign of the coming. And also, basically, while you're at it, give us signs of the end of the world. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christos, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Now, basically, Jesus departed and left from the temple, which is basically us, right? And his disciples came to shew him the buildings of the temple. So in the Strong's Greek lexicon, it means to teach or show proof of. So they came to show him proof of the buildings of the temple, of themselves, building themselves for the Most High. And Jesus said unto them basically that the temple is going to be destroyed. And then they asked him signs, when it's going to happen. Can you also give us signs of the end of the world? And he said clearly, many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christos, and shall deceive many. That's the guy in Israel.
I mean, it's not the only one, bro, because I mean, we look at, as a matter of fact, let me show you this list, bro. We have a list of Messiah claimants, or people that claim to be the Messiahs, bro. So this is not just one, isolated event, bro. We have the one West Semitic doctrines, and offshoot camps. They were teaching that there was a man called MASHAYAH, I believe. MASHAYAH was King David. MASHAYAH was one of the 7 elders of One West. When the 7 elders were, basically united, they had one mindset. And all of a sudden, everybody started, teaching their own doctrines of men, and that's when they're separated. But the whole thing is that MASHAYAH, one of the 7 elders of One West, One West camps, he claimed to be King David, bro. So again, it's not the first time that people have claimed to be King David or the Messiah. It says in Judaism, Messiah, quote unquote, originally meant a divinely appointed king, such as David, Cyrus the Great, or Alexander the Great. Later, especially after the failure of the Hasmonean kingdom, 37 BC, and the Jewish-Roman wars, AD 66-135, the figure of the Jewish Messiah was one who would deliver the Jews from oppression and usher an Olam Haba, world to come, or Messianic age. However, the term false Messiah was largely absent from rabbinic literature. The first mention is in the Sefer Zerubbabel from the mid-7th century, which uses the term Mashiach Shekar. And so it starts giving you the list, bro, and many people call themselves Christ or Messiahs. Obviously, we know the first one is Christ of Nazareth, which is, 4 BC to 33 AD. Leader of a Jewish sect who was crucified by the Roman Empire for sedition and is believed by Christians to have been resurrected. Jews who believed him to be the Messiah were originally called Nazarenes, and later they were known as Jewish Christians for the first Christians. It's what we read in the book of Acts when they call them, the Christians were called, Christians for the first time in Antioch and so on and so forth, even though they were calling them basically stupid, right? That's the word, cretino. Cretin or something like that. I don't know how to say it in English, but that's the word. Cretino means stupid. And then we have another one called Sabbatai Sevai, a Sephardic ordained rabbi from the Smyrna, now Izmir, Turkey, who was active throughout the Ottoman Empire and claimed to be the long-awaited Messiah. You see, he was the founder of the Sabbatean movement, whose followers subsequently were known as Donme, converts or crypto Jews, one of the most important messianic movements and whose influence was widespread throughout Jewry. His influence is felt even today. After his death, Sabbatai was followed by a line of putative followers who declare themselves messiahs and are sometimes grouped as the Sabbatean messiahs. You see that?
Yeah, so the most powerful guy that did that was Negusa Nagas Kadamawe, Power of the Trinity. And his name was that means Haile Selassie in Amharic, Royal Amharic.
Right. I bet, bro. I bet. So, Christian Messiahs claimants. I know we have a list, bro. Again, I think the brother read the scripture, bro, but I'm gonna read it for,
Do you believe that Jesus went to hell?
No. He went to different dimensions to preach the ancient world, like the ancient spirits of the ancient world that they didn't have they didn't have the chance to, they were trapped in a different dimension. That's another subject, right? It goes deep because it goes into what the Gnostics believe as far as like the ethereal world, or the, when you die, it's a different concept. So we can expound on that on a different day. But anyway, so Matthew 24:24 says, "For they shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." You see, so we know that the very elect is referring to who? The 12 tribes, and the 12 tribes are scattered to the four corners of the earth. So this whole thing about this Messiah, bro. Oh, my bad. Not that Messiah. Where is it at?
Hey,
I lost.
Asian Watchman, may I interrupt?
Yeah, is that you, Saya?
No, this is Big Ann.
Oh, Big Ann, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, so I read Revelations 2 verse 9, and I noticed that when you read it, it says those or they, and I noticed it doesn't say many, and it leads me to believe that they were talking about a group of Jews. This can also be backed by scriptures like Romans 2 verse 29 and 28, I believe.
That it's talking about the Jews that are we're acting as Gentiles, bro. It's not all Jews.
Right.
But AJ,
Right.
just real quick, right? Do you
2
believe
verse
that
9.
Jesus is the Son of God, sir?
Huh?
Yeah, everybody, just hold on, bro. We're gonna bring this out because we'll take your questions later on. So just give us a minute. We're gonna bring this out, bro, and then we're gonna go into whatever you guys want to talk
All right.
about, bro. So yeah, just give me a minute. Just hold your questions, everybody, man. We'll get to them, or we'll explore the answers on that, bro, and then we'll discuss it later. So just give me a minute. We're gonna bring this out. Otherwise, we're not gonna do it anyway. So yeah, there's been many claims of many messiahs and Christ all throughout the ages, and just like we read in the scriptures, bro, that Matthew 24:24, "For there shall arise false Christ." Even Christ himself said it out of his mouth. It says, "For there shall arise false Christ." Well, that's exactly what Christ means, Mashiach, or anointed ones, right? And we know that only two people can be anointed: kings and Levites, to be priests. So the Christian has a list of many people claiming to be the messiahs as well. Dositeos, the Samaritan, mid-first century, was one of the supposed founders of the Mandaeism. Let's see what that means. Mandaeism is what is it? Also known as Sabianism. It's a monotheistic and Gnostic religion with dualistic cosmology. It adheres the Mandeans, revere Adam, Abel, Seth, Enos, Noah, Shem, Aram. Okay, so basically they subscribe to Gnosticism and the dualistic cosmology, which I understand. So dualistic cosmology means like mother and father, basically, and up and right, left and right, sons of darkness, sons of light, basically the duality of life, which is everybody's supposed to subscribe to that, because you have a father and a mother. There's female and masculine. There's up and down, left and right, sun and the moon. Anyway, so Dositeos the Samaritan, he was the founder of this ideology, the dualistic cosmology. After the time of Christ, he wished to persuade the Samaritans that he himself was the Messiah, who was prophesied by Moses. Dositeos pretended to be the Christ, applying Deuteronomy 18:15 to himself, and he compares him with Theudas and Judas the Galilean, another person. Anne Lee, 1736 to 1784, a central figure to the Shakers, who thought she embodied all the perfection of God in female form and considered herself to be the Christ's female counterpart in 1772. John Nichols Thom, 1799 to 1838, who was achieved fame and followers as Sir William Courtenay, and adopted the claim of Messiah after a period of a mental institute. Misra Husayan Ali Nuri Baha'u'llah, 1817-1892, born, he was a Shiite. Wow. Adopting Babism in 1844. Let's see what that word is. Babism. Babism is an Abrahamic monotheistic religion which professes that there is no incorporeal, unknown, and incomprehensible God who manifests his will in an unending series of theophanies. Wow, that's weird. So they don't believe that there's a paradise. There's not another dimension. So this is basically a trap. So they believe that this world is basically a trap. This is where you die and that's it. That's crazy. Okay, so then we have another one, Abdul Rushin, 18 April 1875, 6 December to 1849, founder of the Grail movement. I mean, their list goes on, bro. So again, there's a list of many people claiming to be the messiahs. You know, Father Divine, George Baker, 1880s, 1965, an African-American spiritual leader from about 1907 until his death, who claimed to be God. You see that? Just like, again, bro, just like Ezekiel 28 says that they sit in the seat of God, pretending to be God when they're not. Because why? You know, you guys know the cursed seed of Canaan. They want to profess to be something that they're not. That's why they steal heritages, bro. That's why they steal, you know, the heritage of the natives, the heritage of the Shemite Hebrew Israelites, and so on and so forth. They want to be everybody on the planet except who they are, right? We have another one, Andre Matsua, 1899 to 1942. He was a Congolese founder of Amikel, proponents of which subsequently adopted him as a messiah in the late 1920s, bro. You know, and I want to get to this one, bro, because this is the one that I actually was part of back in the day, bro. Oh, we have Ben Yahweh, bro. Ben Yahweh, which is another false Christ, bro. And there was a lot of Africans that subscribed to this ideology of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, bro. It's right here. It says Yahweh Ben Yahweh, 1935 to 2007, born as Hulon Mitchell Jr., a black nationalist, you see, and a separatist who created the nation of Yahweh and allegedly orchestrated the murder of dozens of people. You know, bro, this one right here. I want to focus on this, because this is what I was part of back in the day, bro. Like, bro, like these people, they believe that Ansanghon is Christ that came back in the 1930s, bro. You know, somewhere around there, bro. 1918 to 1985. Yeah, my bad. So Ansanghon is basically a Chinese. It says founder of the World Mission Society, Church of God, and worshipped by the members as the Messiah, bro. And that's exactly what they were trying to teach me. They were trying to brainwash me when I was part of these cult. They were trying to brainwash me to basically worship these men, these Chinese men that's already dead, and his mother, bro, as mother goddess. Like literally, this is what they teach. But Ansanghon is basically Christ revealed, and that Christ already returned on the planet back in those days, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, like there's a lot of names, bro, that we can go over of many people calling to be the messiahs, bro. We even have in the Muslim religion, bro. It says Muhammad Jampuri, 1443 to 1505, who traveled northeastern India. He influenced the Mahadaviya and the Sikris. You see that? Muhammad Ahmad, the Mad Mahdi, 1844-1885, who declared himself the Mahdi in 18. Now, you guys know that the Mahdi is basically the Antichrist in the Bible.